I'm Sadie, and I'm a filmmaker.
I'm Jenny, and I'm a photographer.
I'm Anthony, and I'm the voice.
So we're going to be talking about how social media has affected art and kind of like our opinions about how it's taken its course, especially in modern times.
Well, first of all, for me, I would say, and it probably has affected art in a good way, because anyone that were to post a good art drawing, whether it's that great, it'll be automatically on social media. And I believe that person that posted that same artwork that happens to be incredibly good or looks nice, chances are they're going to probably get, what's the word I'm looking for? Probably, I wouldn't just say fame, but publicity off that one artwork that looks incredibly nice.
But if an artwork looks incredibly nice, wouldn't it have become famous before social media existed?
Actually, well, way before social media existed. I mean, probably if it's hanged on display somewhere, let's say somewhere in a museum, probably somewhere at a school or wherever, chances are, I guess if someone were to like it, they would have automatically gave that person a probably chance, or I wouldn't just say chance, but, you know, an opportunity on becoming more famous, because they want them to constantly be doing their artwork. Let's say a painting of a person, or a painting of a place, or whatever. If it looks nice, then obviously that person probably would have got publicity way before social media. So I think back then it was all about giving it your best.
Well, like, okay, so think about, like, the one thing that I understand is, like, okay, so if you live in a city, like, in the 80s, and you do, like, paintings and stuff like that, you have people to network with. But, like, if you live in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, and you're an artist, how are you going to get that out there? You basically, the whole idea is that you had to move to a city for people to find your art.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say
just
travel around. I was going to say move around. I was going to say, go somewhere where that's less suburban.
Also, now it's been completely, like, democratized. But it's also been completely oversaturated. So.
Yeah. Because, like, yes, anyone, like, the art community is now universal and anyone can be a part of it, but that's also the problem. Anyone can be a part of it. And sometimes it, like, takes away from people who, like, just straight up are more talented than other people.
Mm-hmm. Right. I agree. I mean, you asked the question on, let's say you live in a bigger city, whether, etc. Could be New York, but then in the middle of nowhere, as such as Kentucky or Alabama. And I believe, I still believe you can still get, famous in those states. You just have to go to a bigger city that's in those states, right? Such as like the state capital. So that's probably where you can get your publicity, in my belief.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. Like, I feel like I'm really happy to have the platform I have, especially being, like, a filmmaker. Like, the fact that I would have, previously, like, if I lived in the past, I would have had to go out and buy, tapes and stuff like that, record, and then what did I do with those? I'd have to have, like, screenings and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But I could make a video at any time, edit it together in, like, a couple hours on my phone, and then it would be on YouTube that day and people would be watching it. Like, that kind of immediate way of making art is really helpful for what I do, but I feel like there are other mediums where maybe the past was better, like paintings and stuff like that, where texture is important and you can't just display it on social media. And how many people do you know, like, follow painters?
I feel like that type of art isn't as big as the actual digital mediums now. Like, I feel like nobody's paying attention to that, actually. I never thought about that. But, yeah, there's a ton of photographers and, like, YouTubers that get a lot of fame.
Yeah, people our age definitely neglect painting and stuff like that, even though that's such a technical art. Like, I don't think I could ever be skilled in that. But, like, a lot of people our age who make paintings and drawings and stuff like that are totally just, like, ignored when it comes to who becomes famous on social media for their art.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, going back to social media, likewise, I feel like people they have such a mindset as, I wouldn't want to say selfish, but like almost like if it has nothing to do with them, they wouldn't give that type of painting any types of publicity, because nowadays it's all about what I can relate to. Well, I mean, good thing we do have technology, because I've seen, let's say, artwork such as tattoo, like actually drawn on paper, and actually if someone actually we're going to draw it put it on their skin. I've seen artwork such as like architectural buildings that's been on social media, and but nowadays it's like it's all about what this person can get out of it. That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
I agree. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, the ways that I think personally I do that is like, for instance, I only follow photographers,
Yeah.
artists. Like, I never follow painters or like tattoo artists and stuff like that. Even though like I really do like their art, it's like more of a passing thing. But if I'm really dedicated to like giving someone my attention, I
Mhm.
follow photographers and filmmakers because I identify with them.
I mean, yeah. I also just do that because I look for inspiration in people who do similar things.
I mean, everyone has talents. They have their own talents and what they do personally on their own. Excuse me. Everyone has their own ways of getting. I mean, actually, everyone has their own ways of knowing what they know they can do. Such as like you just said, you follow photographers. Likewise, I believe photography can be also art too. Likewise, there's digital photography. There's in designing photography. There's much things of photography you can that you can come up with, and I believe that can still relate to artwork, because likewise, if I believe if someone were to draw something and then takes a picture of it and then design it on computer wise, that's still considered artwork, not just only photography.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like our society adapted really well to considering digital media as art.
Yeah.
I don't think they had trouble with that. And honestly, when it comes to like which is better, like pre or post social media, honestly I'm gonna have to say that post is better, because I still think everyone should have the opportunity to become exposed in the art world, even if it means there are people who take advantage of it and aren't like the best artist or in their field that they try so hard to be in, and then they can become famous over people who are more talented naturally. I still think that's something worth dealing with, for the sake that literally anyone can upload something and become exposed.
Yeah, I kind of hate on social media a lot, but it's definitely, I think it's worth it too.
I mean, for what you said, that there are people who have natural talent, and I believe those people with natural talent actually are actually would do something. You know what I mean? They actually would do something, such as post whatever they want, but it's like they don't get much fame for that. Such as people that just started, like let's say a week ago. Oh, boom! Oh, this is just so nice. Oh,
Yeah, it
boom,
can
this is
happen
wonderful.
so fast.
Yeah, it happens so fast, and you got someone that has naturally talent and that can do that stuff. And it's like, why can't they get the type of feedback?
Yeah, I mean, like, I need the validation from social media that I can go out there and be a filmmaker. Before, I'd probably be too afraid, because
Yeah.
there's not a lot of, like, there's so many filmmakers who post their stuff to social media that I can see that and be like, this is something sustainable, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
If I lived, before, I probably would have made art, but it would be sitting around. I'd be too afraid to actually pursue it as a career.
I mean, you got people that can just do art in their own. Yeah, you have people that can just do art, likewise with painting, masterpiece. Like back in the day, they had a clipboard, a giant clipboard of they have a little stand here, and a cardboard, and they just paint. I don't even think you see those nowadays anymore.
I'm sure people use that, though. That's kind of a practical tool for
I mean,
painting.
yeah, practical too. They have that little